Welcome to the deep dive episode 4. We're just coming off the heels of PTLA. Congrats to Arthur for taking Dromai to the championship and taking down the whole Pro Tour. Amazing job. And not only taking Dromai to the top spot, also putting her right on the cusp of living legends. You bet that I will be looking at cards and the meta in upcoming weeks as it's almost for sure that Dromai will LL that first check, that first weekend after Pro Tour or Pro Quest start for Amsterdam. So, that's going to be a big shakeup. Lots to dive into there. But today's episode, I have 6 cards, three that kind of already took a bump. We're going to take a look at them, just see what's happening, maybe why they took that bump, and talk through them. And then I also have 3 that I think are still kind of simmering. A lot of cards in fab are going up right now. The market is cooking, as you'll see with some of these numbers that we take a look at. But let's dive right into it and take a look at our first card here. So first card is Spilled Blood. Um, this card saw, $4 increase. You can look down at the chart there, right? You see it's kind of been on the up and rise, right? I think Warriors started to show their ability with hatchets, right? And you can see that just as how the prices started to creep up. And then obviously once Max was in the finals with Dory Axes, we saw Dory Axes mirror in the top 8 of the Pro Tour. And Spill Blood is a key card in those decks. So, it's sitting at like $7 right now. We see 81 sold in the last week. So a lot of sell through on this guy. 21 listings, so decent amount of inventory, but this one did pop up. Um, Not to say that this is the new price, right? I think at $7 a piece, if you wanted to get into Dory Axes, not terrible. But I can see as Pro Tour, as Pro Quest, I keep saying that, Pro Quest started to ramp up, could see this card going up, right? Dory Axes, I think, is going to be a force going into those weeks, right? So keep an eye on this one. All right, so the next one, Concealed Blade. So we didn't see this card, shown off on stream as much as Spilled Blood, but we did get a lot of. We didn't get a ton of information on Miss Vale, but we got some spoilers, right? We got the banquet, we got the announcement, the product sheet. We know that Ninja and Assassin is in the set now for sure. The third hero being an illusionist, and we've talked about this in previous episodes where Flick Knives, you get that hybrid card, another hybrid card here at the Majestic rarity. Um, you know, Up $7-8 already. The 1250, 44 sold in the last week, so it's flying pretty good. You can start, you can see on the graph there, it's been just kind of hanging out at $5. I think, with outsiders not being opened much anymore these days, just scarcity kept it at that $5, right, and not really falling below it. Now we see it pop off. Card, is a little bit of speculation here. Don't know if it's going to actually be good once Misfail drops. So keep an eye on it. If you're looking to get this for your collection, spoilers might even pop it off a little bit even more, jump it up. So just keep that in mind when looking at this card. Ancestral Harmony, again, another card that Misfail spoilers basically, jump the price, right? We know that Zin has the word combo on his card, so Ancestral Harmony is a quick quick search away, and we see that here. 64 sold in the last week. that is just pushing it right up. We saw a spike there, almost up to $20, during the Pro Tour weekend, during that reveal of Zen. It's already come down a little bit. Maybe that $10 range for an expansion slot card is kind of where it's going to live right now, until we know it's playable in Zen, which is going to be a while, right? We're looking out to May. But there's only 11 listings currently. Uh, Again, expansion slot cards, inventory is a little bit slimmer, it seems, than other cards. So yeah, just keep an eye on this one. Again, this is a total speculation card, and you win some, you lose some on these. It might not end up being in a Zen deck. It might be end up being in a Zen deck, and then $10 was a good price, right? So just don't know at this time. All right, now we're going to get into the three cards that I think are kind of just like, maybe haven't taken off just yet, compared to the first three cards. First card up here, Fractal Replication, um, sitting at like $5. It kind of bumped up, to that $5 range. You see it starting to fall down a little bit. A couple sales have it down around the $3. That's why you see that graph go down a little bit. But as we talk, as I record this right now, sitting at $5, right? Current listings 20, so not that slim, right? Not abundant either. 45 sold in the last day, so decent sell through on this as well. Again, if you've been keeping track of that, the past 7 days have been quite active on TCGplayer for Fab. So not surprised to see 45 sold there. I think this card has a very powerful effect. With it copying the previous card on the chain link, right? So I think it's um, it's a card that you might, you want to have a set of as we're going to Miss Vale, right? Especially with Enigma coming out. She might have some on hits that create spectral shields or whatnot. So keep an eye on this card. I think at $5, Everfest, we know the story behind Everfest. Just keep an eye on it and see where it's going. I think at $5, you can pick up your set for under $20. Still, not a bad deal. All right, second to last here, Amnesia. So this card was shown. It did pop up a little bit on stream here or there, but it's an interesting card, right? Going back to Outsiders again, a little bit older set. 32 have sold in the last 7 days. Current listings sitting at 15. Again, not super thin, right? I would call thin, under 10 listings, and then various quantities inside those listings. Just keep that in mind, right? This is not a quantity. It's bumped up like a couple bucks, $2, sitting at $5.99 right now. This card's interesting because Katsu definitely showed up to the Pro Tour, didn't quite get the results he was looking for, but that hero is strong and he will be getting more support in some form in Miss Vale, right? I doubt that all ninja cards are going to be Mystic Ninja cards in that whole set. I expect there'd be to just be ninja cards, right? So Katsu might get some help there. And this card becomes good because it is the anti-tech for him, right? He can't let this card hit because it stops him from naming cards and such like that. So, Outsiders tech card, could see it pop up, right? Sitting at $6 right now. Not a bad pickup at this time. All right, now on to the last card. So Tenacity, $3.95. It's like moved up like $1.50, $2, depending, here or there. And so this card is currently played in Bolton. There was some Boltons at the Pro Tour. I think Bolton is starting to situate himself nicely. I think Dromai leaving the or ascending to Living Legends, not leaving, will help Bolton. This card is already played in Bolton. Um, you know, it is a yellow pitch. It's a block 3, and it's a great chain ender for that deck. So currently 11 listings, so kind of thin. Um, quantities might be high. So we got to check that. And then past 7 days, 62 sold. So there's been a handful of these sold, quite a bit, right? And if we take a look at the chart, right, we do see it pop up, last week, probably, maybe some ProQuest influence that, some Bolton pro Bolton things. I will say though, this card kind of doesn't, has a couple things going for it, right? Not only Bolton plays it right now, I can, this is the not the the flip card to Salt the Wounds, right? So it's kind of the opposite of Salt. This could be a card that pops into Zen. I don't know if you know, just a wild speculation at this point. But if Zen has a bunch of on hits, um, this could be a chain ender for him as well, right? As you're trying to block him out. So just keep an eye on this card. I think it's an interesting card. It blocks for 3. It's a yellow pitch. It is generic, so it can kind of be a tech card into a new meta that's coming up. But that's all I had today, guys. That's the 6 cards I wanted to deep dive into. I think the fab market right now, as you saw, most of these cards are selling, 30 plus in the last week, 50, 45, 60, even with Tenacity. So things are moving very quick. It's very exciting time to be in the game. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.